Right, so it's been a while since I done one of these. Uh, and this one, trust me, it's been a long time coming. It's I know a lot of you it doesn't interest everyone competitive FIFA, right? I understand some of you only watch it for me, which I understand completely. But you also have to understand that I have to make this and I have to say something because let's be honest, if I don't say it, who else is? I have to say it because a lot of the other pros they can't say it or they refuse to or they're scared to. But it's important to give you an indication of competitive FIFA and what we went through this year, right? Just a rough estimate. Now, I'm gonna start it off with we were promised a lot this year, right? Last year at the grand final, at the World Cup, we were speaking with them. I spoke with them. They told us a lot. They told us of what they wanted to do, which looked very promising, right? It looked very promising. Obviously, looking back, they were blatantly lying or just chatting shit. But it's important to start with there. So we went into this year with very high expectations. Some might say that's foolish, but we did. Start of the year, we're the same as you guys, right? We're the same. We're not there testing. We're not there doing anything. We're just sitting at home waiting for this new FIFA to be released. So I have to sit there and obviously see tweets like these. They pretty much sent an economist to go test my game, okay, and to come up with this load of shite. Now, you all know my views on that. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but yeah, when I seen the community manager send out a tweet like this, I knew we were in trouble. Well, the rest is history, right? We get quite literally the most broken game ever created in the history of any game, and we have to play that game for the rest of the year. Brilliant, brilliant. But you know all about that. The competitive format this year changed. So we don't just have to play weekend league every single weekend like you guys. We have to play each other early Saturday to late Saturday, early Sunday to late Sunday. It's brutal conditions, but I guess every single job has its own. You have to make your own sacrifices in it. It's got its own stuff, but it's far from ideal. Put it that way. Now, it became evident very early on that unless you put at least 2 to 3K of your own money into the game, good luck. It's gonna be very, very hard for you, especially to beat teams a lot better than yours, unless you really, really get at the game. Name me another esport that you have to put that much amount of money into the game just to compete. I don't know. But I guess, to be fair to them, they are making adjustments to that, hopefully for next year. Anyways, but so we got more tournaments. A lot more tournaments than previous years, which, okay, sounds good, right? Now, one thing I have to say about events, but this year I've only been to one, okay? But in previous years I went to a lot more. One thing I have to say about events, and I have to make this very clear, is that in general we are treated very, very good, okay? Accommodation, travel, drinks, food, everything's taken care of. Zero complaints on my behalf. Yes, some tournaments, maybe conditions aren't perfect, but in general, zero complaints. So I do have to mention that. But what happened was they added more tournaments, but reduced the number of qualifying spots per tournament. So we went from last year with 64 players per console, which is what it should be, to now 32 players. And in a lot of other tournaments, even 16 players per console. So you can imagine, right? We're playing the most broken game ever, blah, blah. Every single weekend, well, excluding certain regions, it's just an absolute war, right? One little mistake, one piece of bullshit goes against you, you're done, you ain't qualifying, period. So it's just a farce in its own right. But the reason they've added more tournaments, right, is because EA sold their right to host tournaments to other companies to make more money, which I guess it's business. But what this created was these disgusting prize pools, which I've already shown you guys a couple of them, right? But what you guys don't know is that half of the tournaments that we play this year contain this prize pool. it's sickening, and this is, once again, no one asked for these tournaments, right? No one gives a shit about these tournaments. Certainly not the players playing, certainly not the viewers watching, right? And they're flying people from Australia and all over the world to Europe to play these type of tournaments, and if they get far, they maybe get 2 to 3K. The fuck's up with that? So again, instead of just having 5 to 6 proper tournaments every single year with 64 players per console, right? With proper companies hosting it, we get this. Again, no fucks given about the players. They don't care. Make money, and that's it. They make money, the companies make money, period. It's sickening, to say the least, okay? Very, very disgusting. Anyways, it came out early this week, or well, late this week, the Ninja news that Ninja got paid 1 million to promote Apex. And you know what? Good on him. I don't care. I don't really care about that. But if EA can give 1 million to a streamer to promote their game, and I know it's business and they're not directly related to each other, but what about us? What about fixing our game? What about adding new servers? What about giving us good prize pools? And let me tell you something, right? I am lucky enough that I can stand on my own 2 feet. But very, very few other pros can. You want to know the truth with the pros? After putting all that money in at the beginning of the game, now they're struggling to make ends meet. Okay? They have to go out and get jobs because this shit is not sustainable. And that's a warning to a lot of the young kids that want to become pros. And let me tell you something. You see Tax, right? Tax is the exception. Okay? And some people even use him to defend this broken game. Okay? Listen, full credit to him. But if that's how I have to play to succeed at this game, then I'd rather not play it at all. This game is broken with an infinite amount of flaws to abuse in it. And it's sickening. And let me tell you something, another thing about Tax, right? He should have blown up a lot more than he should, and he should have made a lot more money than he has. What he's done is remarkable. But the truth is, no one gives a shit about competitive thing, right? Because they don't want to watch a game that's broken. Okay? They don't want to watch a game that they don't want to play. That's the reality of it. And it's not right. Far, far from it. Let me tell you something. Teams, orgs, agents, commentators, analysts in our scene, whatever you want to call it, everyone, they don't give a shit about making this game better. They only care about making money. They're making money in the scene, so that's it. Right? Look at the state we're in. How can you be happy? How can you be happy commentating over a game like this? Come on, man. Open your eyes. Nothing's going to improve if you just stay happy with what you're seeing or what you're doing. Another thing. I'm breaking the fourth wall here, but I don't give a shit. If you want to ban me again, go ahead. The gaming commissioner, right? Our gaming commissioner disappeared. Our competitive gaming commissioner disappeared halfway through the season. He doesn't even show up anymore. He doesn't even speak anymore. Okay? This guy, the game went to shit. He's gone. He's embarrassed about it. The stuff that's happening is ridiculous. The bans, you guys know all the details, right? I don't want to go into mine and stuff like that, but it's unhealthy environment right now for all the pros. It's very unhealthy. Listen, don't stream if you're a pro. Don't make videos if you're a pro. One little slip up, boom, you're gone. How is that an environment for an esport? It's a competition at the end of the day. We're in competition with each other. And I can't call my opponent shit because I'll get banned. There are pros that are literally screenshotting messages in the chats or whatever between each other to get the other guy banned. This is what EA have created. Okay? And I'll give you a couple of examples, right? This kid I know, right? He's been playing this game competitively for a few years, and he's been maybe not having the best year this year. He's got a tournament, right? He wins it, spends a whole day playing it, wins it, and then gets told after that, oh, you couldn't have played because, you know, you can't be from England or whatever it was. How's that fair? You can't change the rules after the tournament and then take his spot and give it to the guy that finished second. What is this sorcery? E-Nations. Oh, here we go. E-Nations. So it's a tournament hosted by FIFA, right? Which what I assumed, and everyone else assumed, with the best countries that have the best FIFA players, right? That's what I mean. That's how logic works. No, not with FIFA, not with EA, not with whoever. No. Instead, what they've done is they gave it to countries who don't even have a player ranked in the top 50. Some don't even have a player ranked in the top 100. Right? So countries like Italy, Belgium, Japan, Canada, Malta miss out, right? Countries with actually good FIFA players that could actually win this tournament miss out to countries who don't even have players ranked in the top 50, 100, whatever. How is that fair? Let me tell you something. Maybe I said this and people got upset, but I don't give a shit. Did China pay more money to FIFA, right? Because what else is it? Is it corruption? I don't know. What else could it be? I mean, you sure as hell don't give a damn about this, right? It's a farce. We are literally being used to promote their game. That's it. Fuck all else. But how is this fair in any shape, way, or form? Let me tell you something. So, some of these countries get upset when I mentioned this yesterday. I can literally beat half the players of your countries that are playing in this tournament blindfolded with one hand tied behind my back. And I'm not chatting shit, okay? So don't come and say, oh, because our players deserve to be there. No, they don't. Okay, they don't. They gave us new servers, by the way, this week. They gave us new servers, finally, for us, specifically for us competitive players, to play on actual proper servers, without delay, without lag, without whatever, so we can actually have a proper, who gets to play tournaments or whatever. No, I told you. You can't go by logic. This is EA and FIFA or whoever. Wait until you hear this. These new servers, the gameplay on it is even worse than the normal one. It's even worse. It's more delayed. It's more broken. What are we? I can't even say that with a straight face. What are we doing here? Like, seriously, what are we doing? Is this on purpose? Is this a sick joke? But you know what? I could keep ranting, and this has ended up being a massive rant, I know, but it has to be said. And I could keep going on and on, but I'm going to end it there in the sense that I've been right. I've been right about every single thing from the start, okay? And not to blow my own trumpet, but I have. And I blame pros, the rest of them, more than anyone, to be honest, why we're in this mess we're in, because they don't have the balls to say anything, okay? Maybe in the future things will change, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. My belief has not changed one single bit with regards to EA and FIFA and whoever, whatever. Let me tell you, my direct message, right? You either take this shit serious, okay? You take this competitive stuff serious, with proper price bill, with a good game, with whatever. The basics, okay? These are the basics. With good conditions for pros. Or you shut the whole thing down. I'm fine with either of them, to be honest. I'm fine with either. I don't care.